There's an ice cream machine. There's like 5 different toppings we can choose from. There's popcorn. And we've just been told we're ready to go. So we're going to send you over to Dishonored 2. Enjoy, guys.
Enjoy the game. Enjoy the stream.
Well, hello guys, and welcome to Dishonored 2. Yes, I have some really beautiful, nice people behind me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we have Scopii here first.
Yeah, hi.
We'll be running. I'm Jan Mamrik.
I'm Henny.
I am Havard. Hello.
Yeah, and this is Dishonored 2. Any percent. I think we can just start.
Yeah, just count me down.
Okay, then. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Nothing I can do alone.
Okay, so
I
the
need
first
to get out
ring
of here.
is a small, cutscene skip we are gonna be doing right now. So we can just basically get this bottle right here and throw it into this guard's face. Kill this one. And the other guy just killed the guy. Okay, that's pretty rare.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Usually you want the guard to be aggroed so he will attack you and knock you out of the animation of putting the ring on.
You'll
Yes.
see that later as well. Hopefully it works that time, but that's very rare. I haven't seen that in quite a while. It not working.
Well, now we get the key
Anton
and can
Sokolov
just
made
leave
this lock.
the first part of this mission. But first, we're gonna get our equipment and this thing
Emily would
in
fall
case of
asleep in here after the
backup strats. Now we are using this bottle to cancel our own animation. And yes, that's it for the first part.
I remember when that was found. That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Quick shoutouts to Anton Sokolov.
yeah, he
He
made
made that
this
lock.
lock. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna be doing is
Until I understand
really
this, I
funny
have to
actually,
go into
because it's
hiding.
actually the first thing,
I should make my way to the docks.
the first use
I've got to
of
get out of Dunwall.
a trick
I
in
don't
this
know
game. Oh, I failed it.
It's fine. It's fine.
That is the leap glitch. And well, it's basically you do a climb up and you can cancel that climb up by pulling out your weapons. And if you do that and jump at the same time with for
Oh,
us we
nice.
do a
I don't know
either
that ship.
there's an
Maybe
allowed
the
macro
captain
for
can help.
spamming jump, or you can use a good scroll mouse like free scroll to make
Let's
it
go.
consistent, and that will just launch you forward.
Yes, exactly.
Shoutouts to Jarko. Old skip, not usable anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of sad.
Yeah.
I mean, he spent like the first 4 days when
Yeah.
the game came out just to find that one skip, but yeah, we have a faster way, sadly.
Yeah. Also, I
Something's
wanna
not
shout
right.
out to Emily
It
for being the
seems
better
familiar
character.
somehow.
Shoutouts,
Come on.
shoutouts to Emily for
Where
actually
are
being
you?
an elephant and
You
really
might as
slow.
well show
She said
yourself.
she's fast, but whatever.
Okay, so now we get our main abilities
I
from
felt
the
this
outsider.
so long
You
ago.
might have remembered this guy
The
from
void.
the first game,
It was still there all along.
but the voice actor is actually different.
Yeah.
Any-
Worse.
Yeah. So
I never thought I'd be
now
here
we have our
again.
main ability of this game, Blink, and combined with leaps, we are pretty fast, I would say.
Yeah.
So
Pretty good movement tech in this game as well.
Pretty decent plus amount of speed.
So on this small section, I mean this is basically just a small tutorial. We have infinite mana, but later on we have to manage our mana costs with potions, and yeah.
Ever since the leap glitch was found, the mana route has been changed quite drastically, because now
Yes.
you don't need nearly as much mana as you used to.
It's very interesting in both this game and the predecessor, how like mana management and mana potion management works
Yeah.
out and routing it. Yeah.
So now I used both runes there that we got in the void part, just to get a small ability that basically lets us move faster.
We'll take the skip
general.
to the shore when you're ready.
Yeah.
We can use this to leave the boat a bit quicker, which, yeah, you saw
Ready
it.
for me to
It's
drop you at the
basically
dock?
just us clipping out of the boat.
Ready.
Pretty
The
simple.
old city must have changed a lot.
Lean
Off we
into
go
a
then.
small space and blink.
One more
Yeah.
time, old friend.
Saves a solid like 2 seconds.
Yeah, shoutouts for Sarah who found this trick, because I found the trick like, I found this trick when it came out. Like, I don't know. I tried to get a consistent setup for it, and he just found out, hey, we can stay on these things, and it basically works every time. So, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, the fastest mission of
Of the game.
of the game. Ooh, that was quite fast.
So yeah,
Ooh.
this
I can take
level
this, actually.
wraps around. So the end is right here at the start, and since well, there are quite a lot of things that are broken. For example, sloped surfaces you can just jump up.
Yeah, escalators.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah. We have elevators in the first game and escalators in the second game. Also with the use of the leaps and the blink. It's
Okay.
pretty easy to get there without having to go around the city.
Yes. We can just basically skip the entire first mission. It's just super nice. Saves a lot of time. So now we are at the second mission. I mean, the second real mission. We have to meet a really nice doctor. And does the doctor actually, does her patient know that she's like the crown killer? I don't know even.
No.
I don't think so.
Question
Do
mark?
not remember.
No, I think I think it's just like she doesn't know when she's transformed into the monster that she is.
Yeah. But yeah, this mission is basically about finding Crown Killer, and yeah, the nice guy that the nice doctor that actually tries to help us, this wonderful woman. Well, we have to shoot her in the face, like that. Pretty simple.
Sorry,
Oh.
Doctor.
Yeah, so first he shoots her to trigger her to go into the monster form, and then uses an incendiary
Once the
dart to
watchtower
kill
is
her in
down,
the
Megan can pick
monster
me up.
form.
Yes, super fast. We don't even get to see the monster form. Like, she's jumping around in that room
I'll need new.
when she's really mad.
And you need to either talk to her or listen to an audiograph to
Yes.
get the location
out
of
for the
where
beautiful
Anton
whale.
Sokolov is held. You usually just talk to her because the audiograph can sometimes be a bit glitchy, and you won't get the quest update from it. So
For the
Yeah.
longest time we used the audiograph, and
Well-
very nice to avoid that.
Yeah, so now we have to save our good old friend Sokolov.
What is it they
Means,
say? It's time to go get Sokolov.
I think this is one of the missions that a lot of people
Ready?
thought was
We should
very
head out.
interesting casually, since
Alright.
the
Let's get underway.
house or the mansion that he will be entering later.
Yeah, there are like so many pathways inside the house that you can take. It's really cool.
Yes, so you basically have triggers all around the mansion. And yeah, you can basically change 2 different states of one part of the mansion with just triggering
Yeah.
one trigger.
Yeah, pulling a lever, you just change the layout of the house.
So this was actually quite nice when we back then routed this part, but like,
Shoutouts to Rat Strats.
okay,
Still kinda in the game, sorta, maybe.
So he goes up on the roof there to trigger a rail cart to come in to the station, and since it takes a while for the guards to leave that cart, he can go and just stock up on some potions.
yes,
Also, here's a pretty interesting thing. If you trigger or if you use the lever
see
while
Jim
in the
Dash's
cart,
mansion
or
from
not,
here.
rather, if you use the lever instead of using the door, you won't get the animation of opening the door and going into the cart, but just pulling in the lever.
We should
instantly.
probably mention
Jim
what
Dosh
just
could have
happened, the
stayed
bunny
at the
hopping.
Academy of
yeah.
Natural Philosophy.
So we can combine leaps with bunny hopping. That's pretty nice to just keep the speed, but also if we are fast enough and jump off these railroads instantly, we can basically avoid damage. And yeah, so we can just skip that entire walking part and can straight up walk towards the mansion.
You're gonna see that later again in another mission. It's a really nice thing that we can do.
Who would build something like this, and why?
Rats. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Got him.
Yeah,
So using an incendiary dart on whale oil, it blows it up. So the wall of light goes down there.
yeah. And otherwise you would have to go inside of that thing. Pretty bad actually. You lose so much time.
Final mystery, Jindosh.
Welcome to the final mystery. Finally. Final mystery, Jindosh.
So here's a slight deviation in the route of Emily and Corvo. Emily can clip through the floor basically with her far reach ability. Which Corvo can't do, so he has to take a slightly different path. But
Yeah.
it's like not too much slower now, especially that we have leaps for the other parts of the missions.
Also, this small glass box, however you would call it, is quite finicky, because if you mess up, then you actually have to use parts of the triggers at the ground to get to the next part. Oh shit. So there, the enemy cancelled my blink by just attacking me. So I couldn't get it through. But yeah, you might have noticed that I shot Sokolov with a sleep dart. I'm doing this because it basically saves the time from a small dialogue, and because he's sleeping, he obviously can't talk with us, so we just grab him and get out.
Strats.
Yeah, strats.
Also, if you're really unlucky here, you can leave the mansion, but leave Sokolov in there.
Yeah.
I had an issue with that where it took me 4 attempts before I could actually get him to follow me into the rail cart.
So because Sokolov is sleeping right now, just gonna try to.
I've heard crazy
Oh, what?
stories.
No. Okay. So I basically
happen.
tried to meme there, but I failed because I threw Sokolov way too far off that small boat.
It's fine, he deserves it. He deserves
It's fine.
Uh,
Pretty sure he made it.
it.
But yeah, if you you don't really need to hold him or anything, you can just throw him, and
yeah.
as long as he's close enough to the boat,
You just
when you talk to Billy, or Morgan, I mean.
Yeah. You will just grab him far off and he will just land in your hands again.
Can I mention quickly that I'm super sad still that Elephant Flight is not in any of the routes.
It's one of the
Best glitch.
most
Avoid
okay
again,
hand
But it
glitches
feels
that we
different.
can actually discuss a bit now, because now it's
Yeah.
cutscene time.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, cutscene.
So yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
What's she playing at?
So you can
Maybe
take
how
any
is the
object that you can
question.
throw and use Emily's far reach ability on it, and if done correctly, it bounces off your head, and she still tries to far reach towards it, so you just fly. It's very cool and looks very strange, and too bad it's slow, especially now with all the leaps and bunny hops and blinks. So
Oh shit, yeah. Almost got the thing.
just another thing in the bucket of memes of the of this
Yeah.
game.
So you can basically jump off that thing while the ground is
Coming
is coming in. Yeah.
materializing.
And yeah, it barely saves time, but
Yeah. You think like, oh, this game finally we can skip both cutscenes. What a huge relief from Dishonored 1.
Wow.
But
They had standing still cutscenes.
yeah, at
Like
least you have
my boat cutscenes, they were very comfy.
They have to pad the game with something. So short.
yeah, there's basically law explanation right here.
How much
Yeah.
of this is
We
true,
don't need this,
and how
we're
much is
speedrunners.
Delilah's warped imagination?
What is law? So the next mission is actually, well, it can be really bad. It doesn't have to be really bad. But there's so many enemies in the next mission that we could get like some huge lag spikes, but I don't know how good this PC is.
It's gonna be fine.
Speaking of lag
All fine.
spikes, my impression of this game, streaming it at 15 FPS. Oh boy,
Yeah.
I love this game surely.
Yeah.
It's a very solid engine.
Arcane sure knows how to optimize.
Apparently it's
We'll
better
just
nowadays.
skip.
But
Yeah. A lot of patches later. It's become a lot better.
It was kind of interesting because the patches
That's
improved
as far as I
performance,
can
but
take it.
also some
Ready to
abilities
go?
were, or some glitches were
let's
patched
go.
out. So we kind of had to figure out which patch is the best thing or best one for us to use. Still,
Yeah, Emily is still running on 1.3, I think.
Yeah. 1 point. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I
one of
think
the
it's
earlier
1.3.
patches at least, because she has a way to climb
With far
almost
reach, yeah.
indefinitely
You
with
can
her far reach by
she-
cancelling
yeah.
it, and then do it again and again and again.
Even though it's quite like not difficult to do, but you have to learn how to do it. It makes like when you know it, you can climb anywhere. While Corvo has like more, I would say, more interesting ways of moving. That's my opinion at least.
So this level actually has a lot of interesting leaps, and
I can- yeah.
it can look really smooth if you get the chains going.
I mean, that's actually how you realize how good the game, is running with the PC. You just look at how good the leaps are, and that leaps look really smooth.
Tell me
So.
more about why Delilah can't be killed.
Also, you probably noticed that I sheath my weapon sometimes. That's because I can avoid hard falls with this. Yeah, pretty useful.
There's another deviation of the route between Emily and Corvo, where Emily would clip through the floor to get to the message there.
Also, what I probably forgot to mention, every time I put my weapon like back into my pocket, or like my bag, or into my bag or pocket, I don't know. I can lose leaps because I have to put out my weapon for leaps to work, and it also makes us
Yes, let's
faster
go.
by a tiny bit.
Take me back to the
So
dreadful
I'm basically
whale.
trying to, put my weapon out as less as possible.
I think he puts it up his sleeve, actually.
Yeah.
The knife. It's hard to see, but it makes sense for being a stealthy man.
Also, shoutouts to Emily for having a shorter mask animation, making her the optimal choice for no power
powers, yeah.
scatter.
I need to know what.
Megan left a note for you. She's going to meet you.
Only benefits with Emily.
Oh shit. I said you basically couldn't fuck this up. So.
Ready now? I'll get you as close as I can.
It's fine, we can blame Sarah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
hey Sarah.
But yeah, huge shoutouts to Sarah and Björni, basically the two people who runs the game. Most of the time. Sometimes
true.
Scopii also does.
The boys.
Those are the ones who usually just.
I think
mean,
there's one
there is
new guy as well.
probably
Yeah.
like the 90% of all the submissions to the leaderboard are from those two.
If nothing else, they have made the foundation of memes around the game. So
Yeah, so this mission has actually a really nice trick to skip most of it because the smart guy Jindosh that we just killed to secure Sokolov and get him out of his mansion made a riddle, and you can learn the pattern of the riddle to basically skip this entire mission,
Yeah.
and that's why I probably have to focus a bit now.
so
My collar ball pendant, not zeroing. Winslow War Medal, Finch Diamond.
So what
Oh,
Scopii
wow.
just
Nice,
did
that's a
there,
really
that
good
was
luck.
fast.
Yeah, that
good
was
luck.
Yeah,
What Scopii basically did there is he looked at the location of the words of the objects and the people inside the text, and by knowing like which are connected, he can just solve the riddle without actually solving the mission.
yeah, but it can be kind of tricky when you mess it up.
Yeah, and like it's a bit harder than it seems as well, because depending on in which like location the names are, because they have different lengths, the word wrapping of the text will be different. So you just have to know
Definitely
where
odd.
they will end up.
Something just shifted.
So that puzzle is actually like I think it's called Einstein's Riddle, where you have to like use deduction all the time to figure out the answer.
Stilton.
Okay, so that small thing I just did is I killed Soko, no, not Sokolov, Aramis Stilton, yeah, exactly, while flying down. So he's usually friendly, so you kind of have to like move the mouse quickly so the game can't stop you. Right now this mission is really special because we have basically 2 time zones with a small tool that we get, and we can basically swap between those 2 time zones during this mission. And yeah, this is why this mission is also really nice to route, especially for other categories. Yeah,
Very
you
strange
can
how they like made this mechanic and like didn't use it in other levels.
you can do some crazy stuff in this small cutscene.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yes,
Yeah.
go for it.
Someone else donated $30 saying, I'm sorry to say this, but you'll have to reset as you missed all the coins. Shoutouts to the Jindosh puzzle being easier to brute force than a regular save.
Yeah. Shoutouts to someone else for being a person who loves 100%, which is a horrible category.
Yeah, no, it is not. You will learn this someday, Mumrick. It's a beautiful category.
Never.
So now we have this small tool, and as you can see, we can just swap all the time we want. And yeah, there are basically enemies on both sides. You just have to figure out where they are.
So what he's going to do now is head out on the like backside of the mansion and shoot Aramis Stilton with a sleep dart in the past, and this will cause him to not be able to be at the seance later.
Yeah, so it's really important that you don't kill him there, because there's a really nice leap that we can do after this mission to go back to Sokolov. That wouldn't be possible because the world actually changes, yeah, depending on what you do to him.
I know you're here somewhere.
So now we can go back to this time zone and break into this nice room. So there's small law stuff going on here, but there's only one nice voice line right now.
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
Yeah, best line of the game, probably.
So those wooden panels he ran past there, I remember when we were routing the game early on, like it took us like 6 or 7 days to realize you could actually go through those for some reason. It's pretty amazing.
So now, you saw how I, made it easier to leave this place right now. So this is basically a cutscene that would repeat all the time if you wouldn't stay close to the trigger zone. But now we can leave, and then more cutscene time.
Please find a
Please,
skip
no.
for that cutscene.
Please, please, I want to get the sleep. The sleep is so good. No, okay, no, not today. Oh, even tried to do the backup leap there. Oh, okay. I tried like 3 different ways of doing a leap there,
It's
but
fine,
like,
it's fine.
So, well, you have to know leaps in this game are really precise. You have to learn the timing for canceling the animation, and it differs per height, per object, how you're standing, and so on. It's
Your height for the grab.
yeah.
yeah, it's dependent on the animation. So, but yeah. Now more cutscene stuff. So yeah,
Oh, is there time?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ellis donated $5 saying, I love the Dishonored series. I had to donate. Kill the outsider because I always save him.
I see. Well, now this guy tries to explain why our Ond is so powerful right now.
This part of the void
Our Ond is
feels
basically our villain in this game. And we can, yeah, chill out a bit here, do some random stuff while he's explaining.
Do some workout.
Yeah. And so the next mission that's coming up is the second last mission, and it has some RNG involved actually. Only, yeah, the only real RNG in this run, but it can be really bad. So
Duke is the boil of Dishonored 2.
yeah, so we basically have to find the right Duke, but this is not as easy because he has a body double, and we can basically check the first location, and if he's not there, then we have to check all other locations. And there are 4 other locations he can be, and we have to check all of these locations. So if you're really lucky, then you get him first location where you would always check, and yeah, otherwise you have to search him.
There's one location where there will always be one, either the real Duke or the body double, and that is in his quarters. So that's where you always go, and that is also on the path to where you have to go later. So that usually decides whether a run dies or not, if you're in the higher echelons of the leaderboard.
I really like how they not only did they add the cutscenes, the boat scenes from the first game, they also add Boyle. So they add everything wrong.
Yeah.
In the first game.
Okay, so this is basically the leap I meant. The gate there was only open because of us saving Stilton instead of killing him. Yeah, save some quite nice seconds.
Is it so that with Emily you go out of bounds here?
Yes.
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
to the boat?
Found a way to get around Paolo and Byrne, then I've been to
So you
Stilton's house.
basically,
Let's go.
yeah, right where the Riddle is that we just solved, you clip into a small area that's underneath the Riddle, and then you clip once more and you are directly where Sokolov is.
Yeah, the clipping is like the little thing that, or one of the little things that still makes Emily a bit faster. But with the leaps, Corvo has become pretty close, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing is, before the leaps were found, Emily was a lot more faster because of the far reach. You could just get or start bunny hopping from the speed you got from it. Meanwhile, you couldn't do that with Corvo.
Should we head toward the palace?
Yes.
But with the leaps, it evens out the game a bit.
So what you basically saw there is a small leap where you can land instantly in front of the boat, and then you just basically have to TP once, and you're right at the boat, but I messed up, so I had to TP twice. It's fine though. It's just a small thing.
At the palace.
The Duke RNG mission.
Stuff comes in.
We get this because, yeah, 3 mana potions and safety incendiary bolts for later.
By decree of the Duke, you aren't going anywhere.
Just want to,
Just take it safe.
yeah. So this is really tricky because you can, yeah, just die to the light barrier there, or you can just fall and die to fall damage.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of ways to do exactly that, like to get over the barrier.
Yeah.
Like you can escalator up, and you can.
They fixed this, actually.
Oh, you can't anymore. Okay.
You can't anymore.
Yeah. You can jump on there's a lamp you can also use, and there's well, before some people like to get a rewiring tool, so you can just run through the
palace.
wall of light.
Maybe I can find another way.
Shit. Oh, who that was actually really close. Yeah,
Fine.
totally.
God bless health potions.
Well, if you're really lucky there, or if you're really talented, you can just leap all the way up to this roof. But yeah.
Time for Duke.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quick save here because of bad experiences. Henny, you know what I mean.
Your father.
Oh wait.
Yes.
Yes, good
There we
Duke
go.
luck actually. Good.
The double crossed finger worked out.
The 6 times crossed.
Yes.
So
See
this
what Duke Bell keeps hidden
could
away
like
in here.
I don't know, maybe eat 1.5 minutes.
Circle of made that lock.
Probably.
can-
Like if you, because you have to go through all the different other locations and you do them in a certain order,
I wonder if it was even
in
really
like
alive.
the way that they will lose you least amount of time. And if you're unlucky, it's in the last one.
This whale oil tank trick is so cool.
Yeah.
When this was found pretty recently, I would just
That
like,
should
yes,
do it.
that's
Yeah, that's pretty sick stuff.
It's the stuff.
Scopii
So-
showed it to me today, and I was pretty blown away.
Yeah. So
We
that
can
was
ju-
Sarah, right?
Yeah, that
Thanks,
was
Sarah. That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah. Sarah has done a lot of work for this game.
So we can just basically this would be a really annoying cutscene that or dialogue part that we couldn't skip, but we can do this, and because of the damage,
leave this place.
our first
Alright.
dialogue
you
will just be cancelled, and we could just leave the mission. Saves 20 seconds, I think.
Oh yeah, and are we saving or killing?
Yes. Are we saving or killing Billy Lurk?
Give me just 1 second. We are saving him.
Okay.
Her.
Yeah.
It's fine. We know it's.
And that was... Chat is very generous today. Forgiving Billy Lurk is still way ahead with $285.50 compared to killing Billy Lurk with just $20. And for Dishonored Death of the Outsider,
You think you know what
saving
that is?
the Outsider is currently leading with $82.50 compared to killing the Outsider, which is only at $22.
Okay. So we basically just went and talked to her and said, "Yeah, you're a monster, but you can live."
I think that's a bit harsh, but
Yeah, it's quite mean.
I mean, she was mean as well.
Yeah, she was.
Let's be honest. Not as bad as
so-
Emily though.
yeah.
And
so,
also-
so now this is the last mission of the game.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
returning to the tower.
Oh wait, my keyboard is actually doing weird stuff. So now, I hope I get this.
There we go.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
So you can basically leap the entire way down the road, like this, basically. But
There are a lot of stuff you can bunk into.
yeah. Like even just blinking through here, you probably like bounce into a few things on the way.
yeah, but blinking is a bit slow.
Yeah,
That's why we leap.
Yeah.
Leaps are really interesting because you can do them from pretty much every object, and that gives a lot of opportunity to route the leaps or how to do them properly.
And you can also like if you mess up, you can be creative and then like take
Yeah,
the next best thing. And
improvise.
So before you had to go into the tower to get up to the higher floors, but now we can just go
Oh,
on the
shit.
outside.
yeah.
Okay, so usually I would just do one shot here, just to trigger the witches down.
So if you're in
What is
combat
Delilah
there,
done
that
to the throne?
cutscene won't play.
Time is coming up.
Yeah, Mamrik, you are
Yeah, I'm ready. Don't worry about it.
also thanks Sarah for telling me this nice thread. And time. Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, 32 actually. What?
Respectable time.
Pretty good.
Is that PB?
I know, but like that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because the loads in this game are fairly long.
Father, what
So sadly, we even if you won it, we don't get to see any credits at all because the game just blacks out. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
We just
when
Did it too fast.
yeah, there's something I can't remember. We did some experimentation with it before, but yeah, it's. I think it's if you don't take the elevator up, or if you don't go through the. I think it's just the elevator. I think you might get the black screen even if you take the secret exit or secret entrance up
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
We should probably mention real quick what we did to the final boss and what was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
We're supposed to fight her and we just shot the real one instead of actually fighting her.
yeah, so usually you have to find her in like the entire part in the void, but like we knew where she was and we could just throw an incendiary and she was dead. And I really want to show this actually because it's like this was such a meme and
Jarko skip.
Jarko skip. Let's see if I get it first try.
Yeah,
I think so.
good job.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, you jump down and hit a ledge that will cause you to roll off it, and after the roll you can actually jump again, and that allows you to jump around the corner and land on another invisible ledge.
Yes, and that's how you would basically go to this boat without the leap, but it's slower. It's just way more consistent, but it's slower.
Fondly will you be remembered.
Yes. So this was Dishonored 2. Right now, after this run, I'm gonna be doing Dishonored Death of the Outsider.
Are we? Oh, just keep on going. Just switch.
We can just switch.
We'll
no,
head
no.
into a quick ad break before you
Quick
start.
shout out to www.antonsokolovfacts.com.
Yeah.
Definitely revisit that website. So yeah.
Yeah. Have a good one.